Howdy folks, welcome back. This video is run number 5 of the H3VR Grand Tour. In the last video, I explained to you that the video was a little bit late because of the rampant issues that I was experiencing during the recording process. We're talking audio, video, drivers, script errors, hardware failures. At one point, I nearly broke my finger, as mentioned in the previous one. Here I was thinking that all those issues were behind me. Well, unfortunately, they weren't. This is my 4th attempt to record video number 5. That's correct, number 4 of run 5. Why am I having so many issues? Well, I just couldn't tell you. You might say, oh, it's the fact that you're using mods that's definitely causing the issues. Well, maybe it's causing 1 or 2 of the issues, such as like with the script errors, but I can tell you it's not causing issues with GPU drivers. It's not causing issues with me splitting my finger open on my bookshelf every single time. No one cares about that, Ray. Look, suffice it to say, I have been cursed. I am pleading with whatever Fey entity cursed me to please withdraw the curse. I didn't kidnap any leprechauns. I didn't steal any treasured artifacts. I didn't trample all over a fairy ring. No. I didn't do any of that. Whatever you heard, it's not true. So please, have mercy. I'm beginning to understand why they say recording or streaming in VR is an absolute nightmare. This is run number 5. This is run number 5 of 12. We are on the penultimate video before we hit run number 6, which is, of course, the midpoint of the Grand Tour. Starting with the midpoint, there's going to be not just an increase in difficulty, but a slight change in tone. Things are going to get a little more desperate, if you get my meaning. We're going to get a little more pressed as things go on. Hopefully you enjoy it. Before we check out our loadout, I just want to say up front, I've gotten a couple comments on the videos and they're all positive, and I really appreciate that. The fact that I am making something that people seem to enjoy is exactly why I do this. I'm not doing this for numbers and I'm not doing this for money, certainly not for money. I'm doing it to make people entertained and to make people happy. Any comments you have, questions, concerns, etc., you can drop them down in the comments section, and I assure you that I do see them, and many I do respond to. Thanks much. Now, over to the table. So before we examine what we're going in with today, you may notice that there's been a little rearrangement of the boards. Those of you who are eagle-eyed viewers, you may see that what I have over there is slightly different than what you saw last time. This is an MCX rifle. It is the same series of rifles as the 300 Blackout Rattler that you saw last time. However, this is a module MCX. It's still an MCX, but instead of using the Module AR series of mods, this uses the Modular Workshop series of mods. It's a long story, but suffice it to say, the Module AR system is a bit of an outdated system that uses attachments on a central node, the lower receiver, to essentially cobble together a Frankenstein of a weapon that just feels and acts like a real weapon to us, the players, but is in fact not equivalent to the rest of the game's weaponry. It is a bunch of attachments that govern the behavior of the core gun, and it is Lag City, Lag Generator 9000. You may have heard me mention that in the previous video. It is 100% true, and merely having the previous Rattler in my safe room dropped my frames by over 15 frames a second. When you're working with VR, frame rate is very important. Anyway, we switched over to the Modular Workshop series of weapons. These things are a lot more efficient as you are building these from a list of customizable prefabs, not bespoke attachments. This means that they behave essentially like every other weapon in the game. Holy jeez, I've had to wipe my fogged lenses about a dozen times since I put this headset on. I think the humidity being high would reduce that instance, because how does the condensation work? How does the fogging work? It's been 10 seconds since I wiped my lenses, and the fogging is back. Here's our loadout for today. First up, we have the delightful, the wonderful 45 USP match. A 45 pistol, chromed slide. I just like it. It's growing on me. It really is. It's got a longer barrel than most 45s that I have, so that means it's more accurate and it still hits just as hard. It's also got a higher base magazine capacity, which of course, we just love that, don't we? Next up, the Marshall Ultra Short. This shotgun is also growing on me since the last round. Faithful, steady companion. The ability to reload shells one by one rather than having to exhaust the entire thing. Too handy of a perk to pass up. Plus, obviously, most things it's a one-hit kill. We also have the survival knife. I've lost my melee weapon a couple times as I've had to spawn back in new ones that were lost on previous failed recording attempts, and I've bought new ones in missions that, of course, got lost. So I just said, screw it. I got rid of my karambit. I picked up the survival knife instead. Ideally, this is the last melee weapon we're ever going to need to buy. We are also, of course, taking the lovely Millbag 3, which is also a faithful companion. This one is going to let us stock up for the journey home. As far as attachments go, I'm going to be bringing the elevated red dot sight, pictured here, and this suppressor, the TI-16. We had the Titan QD, however, that was part of the Module AR mod, which was one of the primary suspects for what was breaking my mod list. So when I removed that, we unfortunately lost it. This is the closest one I could find in size and shape. All right, that's our loadout. You've seen what we're coming in with. Now let's take a look at where we're going. How's this for a shot of nostalgia, huh? Unfortunately, Peach's Castle from Mario 64 did not work out very well. It was a nightmare of optimization, but ideally this will be going a little bit better. Business as usual. Let's take a look at the board, see what's changed. First off, I was using Saffron before, which was a loot and drop based character. However, something I noticed was Saffron had a much higher drop rate than when I originally tested him, or at the very least, the numbers of enemies I was dealing with caused Saffron to have a much higher drop rate. So we've switched over to Extraction Eddie. Extraction Eddie has a significantly lower drop rate. The trade-off, however, is the token buys are a tiny bit cheaper, and more than one item can drop. Not all of the drops are going to be related to anything I'm carrying. Nor do weapons always drop, nor do the magazines associated with those weapons always drop. So more random, a little more brutal, but I have a little bit more control. Not as many spree shopping trips where I leave with my backpack full and have to trade in 200 weapons in the middle of the mission. I prefer that. We have reduced slightly the number of defenders and squad enemies. See, the thing is, the max defender enemies, max squad enemies labels, they are not denoting how many can spawn ever. That is determining how many spawn at a given time. In the previous mission, you may have seen many instances where the Pripyat patrollers seem to infinitely stream out of a void and appear in thin air over and over and over. That was because I had the max defenders set to 8. Pripyat patrollers automatically spawns infinite defenders, and it only does so after about a 5 to 10 second delay of the last one being killed, meaning it was always trying to maintain 8 at a given time. So 8 defenders plus 4 patrolling enemies meant that I was always facing at least 12 people at a given time, no matter what. The actual rules of supply raid are that all defenders have to be dead at the same time. This faction, Scavsigs, does have infinite spawns. However, they are on a higher delay, and they do not spawn as quickly in sequence. This gives me a chance to actually capture beyond wave 5 and not just run around helplessly as I am continuously using all of my ammunition fruitlessly against completely bulletproof enemies. If you like the patrollers, don't worry, they'll be coming back, but we'll be talking about that starting in the next video. Enough talking, enough ado. We're done with the ado. Let's do this. The meat murder and things like that. Okay, we're in. Okay, so I've loaded up my pockets. I've got everything set. We're definitely going to be attaching the suppressor to this thing. It's a little more slimline than the last one. It didn't explode to horrific proportions when I attached it. So I'll call it positive. So our next point is that away. Oh, Oh, we're not supposed to see that. Whoopsie doodle. When they fix the shotgun going clickety-clackety, I think I'll be a little happy. Every time I load a shotgun in this game, it goes and then it actually gets the shell in there. Maybe that's me. Is it a skill issue? Might be a skill issue. Oh, I recognize where we are. This is the blue spawn room. Okay, yeah, that's the courtyard area. And then there's sewer entrances down there. God, I miss TF2 so much. I know it's still around, but it's just not the same. What? There we go. Not a mouse, not a mouse. Okay. Whoa! So you may notice a slight change in the form of the voice lines. Now being Tarkov Scavs. I was getting really tired of the default sausage voice lines. When you hear them for what is essentially 150 hours of collective recordings, they start to grate on your nerves. So I thought something that I cannot understand very well would alleviate that problem a little bit. Of course, there is the problem of not being able to understand them. So if it turns out they're saying something really bad, my apologies. I will maybe consult with a Russian-speaking friend of mine. She'll probably be able to tell me if I'm having them say some no-no words by accident. Ah, okay, here's the intelligence room. Despite having played thousands of hours of TF2 in my time, I don't know all the maps by heart. I think I used to. I definitely don't anymore. So I might be getting a little lost here and there. You'll have to forgive me, as in like you legally have to. It's mandatory. Hello? Anyone there? Anyone there? You know, I love gray box maps like this, or should I say orange box maps like this. I just really adore the aesthetic. It's minimalist, but the lighting is good and it gets the point across perfectly. I don't have to worry about all these unnecessary bits and bobs. Unnecessary bits and bobs clogging up my GPU frame time. It's just map, baby. It's all map. In fact, I do wish someone ported over the actual TF2 maps more. I've only seen, I think, 3, and 2 of them were sandbox maps, which I can't use for these videos. Oh, hey, sick. In order for me to use these for these videos, they have to be supply raid or take and hold capable. And there's only one of those that was actually ported over from TF2 itself, that being Harvest. It's great, but it's a small map. And it gets old, you know? Yeah, I think he's dead. Ugh. Confirmed. I keep forgetting that I'm not in real life on occasion, because this is incredibly immersive. Which means that I sometimes forget how the collision on the backpack works. My subconscious is telling me, oh yeah, the straps in the backpacks are just super starched, so I could just stand that sucker up. No, that's not. My brain has oh, I think they're down. No, they're up there. Yeah. My brain has compressed Tube Fort into like an abridged version of itself about a quarter this size. So I keep getting surprised by having bigger areas than I thought. Okay. All right, let's get up there again. Whoa! I jumped like a cartoon character. Ooh! Yikes. That must have hit the sacral joint. Anyway, as I was saying, let's climb up here and try to find our way. Whoa. Whoa. RP, baby. RP. Could have just gotten here from where I was, but I don't know. I like exploring, okay? I like exploring. I bet they're saying something crude. The tone is crude.
Ну чё, попандос вам тут всем залетные. Кому
Let's
тут
just
пизды выдать?
cut this off at the pass. Okay, see, that's what I mean. Yeah, okay, so there's a short delay before they spawn new defenders, and I unfortunately ran into that delay. It is what it is. Sometimes I'm gonna have them drop in suddenly and just appear and shoot me in the face. Truthfully, it's not a terribly big deal. VZ58 20-round magazine. I will take it for now. We have 2 tokens now. Let's clean up the drop mags. We don't need those right now. Little looky-loo at the changes that we have to Extraction Eddy. So you can only buy 1 value tokens, so I'm going to need a wallet at some point. 2, as you can see, they do have much lower costs. However, these are reflecting the much, much lower drop rate that Extraction Eddy has. I'm expecting to gain maybe at most a quarter of the previous weapons, maybe even lower than that. These are divided into factions. You can get pistols of a random type for 2 tokens. That's almost free, but I have enough pistols. I don't need pistols. You can get civilian weaponry for only 6 tokens, and then you get, of course, the guerrilla militia style weaponry, and then you have the 2 military grade, Horizon and the Blue Sky meats. Then obviously you have the purely random option, which I am very hesitant to use, and I'll probably only touch if I get a ton of tokens I don't need. Ammunition is purchased based on the category of weapon. It is not guaranteed to be the ammunition you need, so you have to be a little more careful. All right, looks like our next point is that away.
Кому тут пизды выдать?
There we are.
Нормально, живем, пацаны.
Fuck.
Ну ладно.
Damn it. Grenade. Grenade! Oh, I gotta watch out for that. Oh, fuck, fuck, fuck. Damn it. Shotgun malfunction. Okay, maybe it wasn't a malfunction as much as it was me refusing to not try to be the cool person. Maybe I did try to do the one-hand shotgun slide. It didn't work. Half of my problems come from me trying to be cool and not acknowledging the inherent risk of whatever I'm doing. Just because it works on the range rate doesn't mean it works in practice.
Нормально, нормально.
Oh, hey, what up? Okay. Ah, shh, 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 shh. Nice. All right. That was messy. It was sloppy. I could have done a lot better. I really could have done a lot better. I have to stop trying to, I guess it's show off. It's not how I mean it. I'm just trying to be cool for myself, but you know how it is. Cool guys die first. Remember that. My options here. We're going to pick up the pills. Oh, this is Well, that's soda. Our next point is over in red zone. It's probably best to recharge. There we go. All right. Can't forget this, Ray. You can't forget this. You... Really and truly, what are you doing, bud? Okay. We're good. I know I do this every single round that you see this. It's time to take things seriously. I feel like the first 2 points for me, the first 2 points are the fuck around time. That seems to be ignoring the fact that when you fuck around, sometimes you're going to find out. I would prefer not to find out on camera. I've been very lucky these past 4 runs. How'd you see me? How did you see me? Okay. Not bad. Ooh, Granada. Chamri. Ooh, it's darker here. That's intimidating. I think it's straight through there. Let's take a roundabout approach. They might be expecting me. We're gonna head up. Yeah, okay. I love the Valve orange. It's one of my favorite colors. Am I about to shoot at the Joker? If I hear beatboxing, I am out.
Ну и чё, тут есть что, нет? Ништяк, пацаны, сегодня кайфуем. Скупщику все продам и заживем.
This is creepy. I like this.
Пожрать бы, конечно, не помешало. Ну чё, неплохой день, да? Четко всё. Гоп, мы подошли из-за угла.
No more talk.
Не фартануло.
Oh, that was violent.
Не тресни.
Hello? Is anyone? Yep. Whoopachki indeed, bud. I have a present for you.
Я к барыгам, а потом по бабам. Короче.
Come on now. Come on now.
А чё за шум? Шкерится кто-то, походу. Так, а ну завалили, ебальники свои. Пацаны. За мной пошли.
There we go.
Чё тут есть, кто нет, а?
Oh, hell yeah. Grenades. Grenades. So many grenades. So what is this? 9x19 Parabellum. 50 cartridges. Okay. I'll take it. Ammo boxes allow for easier reloading, actually, so they are pretty valuable. All right, that was a slick cap, Ray. Don't get cocky. Don't get penisy, kid. The last thing I want is to get penisy on YouTube. I think I'll get demonetized for that. I haven't seen any coal drops yet. Coal is, of course, 1 token per coal, as opposed to Saffron's 2 tokens per biscuit. But you get more tokens the higher caps you go. With the latest caps, like I think levels 10 and 11 give me 8 each. Of course, I can't use level 11's caps. I can only use level 10's, and then when I cap number 11, it ends the game. So, you know, trade-off.
Нормас, нормас. Охуенно, сейчас поживимся.
Yeah, нормас,
Пацаны, меня
нормас.
тут пиздят, короче. Слышишь?
Oh, they have a firing line.
Без меня, пацаны.
They have a firing line set up.
Ну-ка за мной все!
Are they waiting for me? Oh, I think they were waiting for me. Grenade time. Ah, they're not taking the bait. They're not taking the bait. Come on. What the heck? Son of a... Come on, come on. Yeah, you don't know how to deal with that, do you? Take cover, I don't care. I have extremely basic trigonometry on my side.
Так, а ну свалили, ебальники свои.
I think that's a real weapon over there.
Пацаны, меня тут пиздят, короче. Стволы не стрелять, поняли нахуй?
There we go, I got him. How you like that, you son of a bitch? This is a risky place to be because we might have patrollers coming on through. We gotta vacate soon. Okay, that's a real weapon. 7.62 by 3.9. All right. Sick an SKS. It's strip loaded. I don't have any. Wait a second. 7.62 by 3.9. Is it 7.62 by 3.9? I thought it was 5.1. Hold on. Come on. We're gonna crouch behind this railing over here. Fold out bayonet. Yes.
За мной, блядь!
2.39.
Тихо, тихо, блядь, что за возня?
It's 3.9.
За мной пошли! Хлебальники прикрыли. Ты что, не слышал? Подмогите!
All right, so this box is going to be extremely helpful. That, chat, is why we like boxes. Okay. Boxes permit you to load directly into pockets. I'm not going to risk going over the bridge when the bridge is so heavy with problems. A wide open area, and wide open areas can get you shot real quick. Cover to cover, baby, cover to cover. Make sure you slice the pie, though. Wouldn't want to come around a corner to a knife blade in the throat, would you? Just hug this wall over here. That way we're only getting fired on by one direction, not the band. Although I have heard they've done some terrible, terrible things regarding oddly occult human trafficking, if fanfiction is to be believed. And when is it not? I mean, honestly. If you can't trust fanfiction, what can you trust? They saw me.
Меня тут пиздят! За мной, блядь! Так, а ну запустили хлебальники!
Damn it.
Хлебальники прикрыли! За мной пошли! Нормально.
One round left.
Так, а ну свалили, ебальники!
Okay. We're going to switch over to the shotgun so we can use these shells we have in our pockets until we get a box for the shotgun.
Ге-ге, изи!
Chad, I'm thirsty. Make sure you stay hydrated.
Все молодцы, пидоры!
Not with soda, though. Soda!
Я толкнул все и в продуктовый.
That's a ticket. And hey, looks like passive health regen for a while. I'll take it.
Волын не стрелять, поняли нахуй?
God, my friends who can understand Russian are probably yelling at me like, they're flanking you, they're flanking you!
Хлебальники прикрыли. Так, слышу, ну
I'm just over here like,
хлебальники свои.
does not understand, head empty.
Сейчас тут всех закошмарю, я тебе реально говорю.
Cash money? I heard cash money. I do love some cash money. Well, hell. One thing I like about the scav sausages with the voice lines is they laugh a lot. They laugh a lot more. Now, they're probably laughing about something I wouldn't think is very funny, but they're still laughing, you know? That's important to me. I think it should be important to you, too. Hello? 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 They're a little above me. Yeah, they're in their spawn
А,
room.
вот тут друган мой бывал, точно.
Are they on break, maybe? Okay. Whew.
Ну чё, попадут вам тут всем салюты.
They don't see me.
За мной, блядь! Стволы не стрелять, поняли нахуй?
Well, they definitely heard that.
Ну-ка за мной все! Свалили ебальники свои!
Fuck.
За мной, блядь! Ты чё, не Слышал?
Fuck. Okay. Oh, I got hit. I got hit.
Ну-ка за мной все!
Hey, Cole, nice. Fuck.
Свободен.
One problem with VR, one constant problem with VR is your hands aren't actually real things. Do you see? Oh. Apparently the previous point just kind of spawned right on top of me. That keeps happening. That keeps happening. It's not just this map either. All maps. I've had a point spawn right on top of me, no matter how many options there are. Is that another SKS? The second SKS. But it's another 50 cartridges, so I'll just trade that in. And a scope. A little rustic, but I'll take it. So something I forgot to mention with the new drops is when I'm using this character in this faction, the enemies drop specific tiers of weapons based on the current capture, meaning I've captured 7 points. I'm going to start facing off against actual military opponents, but the first wave of enemies were the basically civilian militia types. The only thing they're going to drop is civilian access weapons. This wave I'm currently in, they can drop military weapons like the SKS and a little beyond. Now, when I get to the final wave of enemies, they can drop contemporary NATO and Soviet bloc. Of course, they are commensurately skilled and powerful. According to that, I should not expect an easier time. Soda! That's an adrenaline pen. These are 20 gauge shotgun magazines. Fuck. I now have a couple pockets full of 7.62. Oh, 5,000. Nice. That soda did give me like 1,500 health at least. What the? Huh? I thought my game crashed. It's just an invisible wall. TAC M. Okay. Among the new mods I got, they came in mod packs of modular weapons, right? One of the things was, one of the modular weapon packs contained some weapons from Modern Warfare 2 and 3. I prefer to stick with real weapons. Why'd I jump? Or at least weapons based on real weapons. But, you know, we might end up getting a... we might end up getting a fictional weapon here. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Probably 25, 30 more in one box and another 50 in another. It's safe to say I probably don't even have to spawn lock a single round for the rest of this game. I'm probably just going to be good with what I have in the boxes. And that's why I want boxes more. They enable quick loads. Not that they're magazines, obviously. They do represent an expenditure of time and of points without being as easy as spawn locking magazines, which is basically like If you're not trying to play in arcade mode, it's basically cheating. That's fine if you want to do it, but for my mode, it's cheating. That's not what the Grand Tour is about, baby. And a bit of tactical whatnot, bit of tactical nonsense. Not no tactical nonsense. It's like paprika, you know? You use too much, it just tastes like bell pepper. You want to use just the right amount. Just the right amount. That was weird. What the hell? Those are MP5 mags. I'm gonna shit myself. They better not be MP5 mags. I bet they're MP5 mags. The only way this game would give me that many mags of that high capacity is if they're MP5 mags, because this game hates me. 762 by 25? Peepish mag. Okay. I apologize, game. I apologize. I know most people pronounce it Papashaw, but must confess a certain fondness for the term peepish. Oh, where'd you hear that, Ray? Don't worry about it. I got no room left. Hello. Hello. Hi.
Ну-ка, блядь, все сюда ко мне. Тихо, блядь, флотовая Диана. Завалили ебальники с вами. Ебальники приехали. Едется кто-то походу. С волын не стрелять, поняли нахуй? Пацаны, меня тут пиздят.
Oh, I'm covered in mustard. Not bad. Not bad. Could have been better, but not bad. Hey, do you really need another grenade? No, I suppose I don't. Oh, hello! Oh, my goodness. Baby, I see you. PP19 Vitiaz. Yes, 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 yes. You and I are going to become fast friends. Ooh. Now, I know I've had some unkind things to say about 9mm. But I want to assure you, when we're talking about fully automatic, it's a very different story. I'm 45. Go. I'm getting paranoid about my recordings having some sort of major issue and just going out midway. Because that's what happened to the previous attempt, is I had audio but no video. And I got almost to the end, and I had a weird feeling, so I looked at my recording software. What do you know? No video for the entire hour that I had been recording. Obviously, I didn't keep anything from that run, but I was kind of emotionally devastated. I had to just lay down for a little bit. Okay, yeah, we're gonna... All right. I think my frame rate just went up by 5. I really do like this map. I like it a lot, actually. It's got close quarters, it's got long range, well, semi-long range. It's got good lighting, it's got bright areas, it's got dark areas. Just really satisfying overall. Good job. I wish they would make more TF2 maps in general. In fact, I was in this exact same place in the map when I said that last time during this same video. Weird. I've got a Germa-esque, like, script that my brain follows. And I don't mean like a play script, I mean like a... It's like an algorithm, you know? Thing reminds me of thing, therefore say other thing. A equals B equals C. Do you understand the transitive property, etc., etc.? I hope you do. Quick mouse! 1 + 1 = 2.
Ты чё не слышал?
Bullet plus head equals... Yellow mist. Well, yellow in this case. Nothing for me. Okay. Let's see how it is. I think it's about time I actually tried the PP19.
Правильно. Конец.
Can't do that though.
Ебальники прикрыли. За мной, блядь! Сюда, теперь тут пак.
Woo!
За мной пошли!
Oh. Oh, sick. Got it back. What about you? PSG-1. PSG-1 as in the sniper rifle? The PSG-1? Bish. Beepish. PSG-120 round. Okay, we have enough to buy one of the top tier weapons. And if I get a PSG-1, I'm going to think this game is rigged. Horizon! Is that a PSG-1? It's rigged. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, there we go. I have never operated a PSG-1. Now, I'm not particularly compelled by the PSG-1. 2 more points left until we have to either extract or cap. Okay, first off, shotted gun, as I was saying. We're going to clear out this pocket of shells. I have 5. Now that's a pocket full of sunshine, if I'm honest. What the hell did you just... Damn it.
Ну-ка за мной все! Тихо, блядь, чё за возня? Тихо, тихо, блядь, чё за возня? Ну-ка за мной все! Ты слышишь?
They thought I was gonna flank again. They were wrong. What the fuck is that? Is this a sausage gun? Fuck. Bad, 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 bad. Where'd my suppressor go? My suppressor appears to be gone. Not sure what that's about. Fuck.
Ебальники прикрыли. Шкерится кто-то, походу.
Oh. Fuck.
Хуярь меня! Говорила мне мама.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. What the fuck?
Бля, накопил на приору, бля.
Oh, what the hell? That was not dignified at all. None of that was dignified. What the hell just happened? Okay, so they're starting to become challenging. And I'm losing my cool sometimes. I am. It's happening. Soda! Okay, so I appear to have lost my suppressor. I think I might have accidentally grabbed it in the room above, and... Oh. Yeah, so I think I accidentally grabbed it in the room above, and I gave it like a tiny twist. And that may have caused it to become de-threaded from all the pressure. That was on me. I do need to get back to the capture point, though, because I need to turn in this charcoal. You fucker. You fucker doodle. You fuck-a-doodle. That's cool. Fuck. Very cool, but I'm a bit busy. You looking for backup, bud? Not coming. Modern SKS? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And this one has actual magazines. Ooh, they're shaking a little bit. They're shaking a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It's the adrenaline. No. Fuck. Yeah, I know. I know. Whoa. Let's try this again. We're going to trade in this coal. And then we're not going to have any problems, right? We're not going to have any problems. Oh, wait, no, we do have the ammo bench. Feeling a little more liberated here. We got one more slot. We got one more big slot. We have 2 more caps. I am going to take the pills, actually. Weapons are more important than points, at least to a certain extent. So you may have noticed we're starting to face more heavily armored foes. That is a bunch of them. Hey, what up? You are not going to like this. I told you. Chad, didn't I tell him? I told him. Yay. Where's... There we are. What the fuck? What the hell? Priorities. Y'all, this is a battlefield. This is not appropriate. Why are you lugging this thing around on a battlefield? It's not going to help. It's not going to save you. Let's go, Sausage John. We got to get out of here. It's not safe. It's not safe. It's just not safe. One more point to capture, then we have to get our tokens out. Or use them. Either way. Snake, do you believe that love can bloom on the battlefield? Yeah, I do. Love can spring up anywhere. Oh, fuck-a-doodle-doo. Oh, we're really in it now, Sausage Chan. It's 762, baby. It's 762. Low capacity. Ooh. Okay. Another one? Mine's better. More tasteful. What is going on with these guys? They don't get you like I do. That's bad. Did my flash seriously just not go out? I didn't pull the pin properly. Pulling the pin properly might be the first step in getting a grenade to work. Step 1. Pull the pin on your grenade. Step 2. Eat it. Step 3. Full spectrum intimidation. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's bad. That's bad.
За мной, блядь! За мной пошли! Не, я с пацанами за такое
Да.
не делаю.
Oh, no, that was...
Тихо,
3,
счет.
4.
Помогите!
6.
Домой пошли! Мне пиздец.
Holy hell. What is... A Mosin? Okay, yeah, we're keeping that. We're keeping the Mosin. Oh. Now this is an acquisition, baby. Hold on. You know, I don't really need a PSG-1 either. I'm trying to be a little less hair trigger about the backpack situation. The backpack situation is crazy.
Помогите! Нет! Мне пиздец! Осёна! А мне хана!
Okay. It happened again. It happened again. Boxes are super, super useful. Really, really useful. Yeah. I'm probably not even needing to say that. There we are. That's 22 tokens. I'm begging you. I am begging you. Please, please. Let's go cap the final point. Is that a... That's a long fucking suppressor. Yeah, grab it, please. Come on. Let's go. This is the point area. This is the point, right up here.
Башка болит. Бухать меньше надо.
Oh shit, it didn't hit anybody.
Смогните!
What?
За мной, бля! Ща к барыгам, а потом по бабам.
Bubba.
Ну, шкура цела уже неплохо.
They right over here?
Ништяк, пацаны, сегодня кайфуем. Ну,
Oh, they're below.
поддос вам тут всем залетный.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Ну и что тут за хуйня? Что, блядь, туда возьмет?
Why are they not responding? What is happening here? Fuck. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's get back to the board, baby. Hey folks, we're back. I think the run went pretty well. Obviously, we had some different challenges in the last couple times we played, but in this case, Once I got over my chronic recklessness, I think I pulled off some pretty good plays, and we got some pretty good stuff. In loose order of appearance, let's break down what we brought back. First up, the PP-19 Vityaz. This fires 9mm rounds. It is fully automatic with optional single fire. It has a folding stock with extensibility. It has upper and lower pick rails, as well as one small one on the right side. It may not hit very hard, but it has a really high rate of fire. It's fairly accurate. It's fairly customizable. All in all, compact, efficient, lightweight, a solid pick. Next, we have the SKS modern variant with an updated chassis, as well as upper and lower pick rails, a more compact barrel. This SKS is a really solid choice if I want a heavy hitter in a smaller package. I also, of course, got detachable 7.6239 mags for use with this version of the SKS. As far as guns go, last but not least, we have the Mosin 9130. If you ask many enthusiasts, is an absolute classic. It's got an internal magazine. It is, well, I mean, like I said, it's a classic. It's high power, high accuracy, high velocity, high reliability. It does just about everything in a way that could not even be close to half-ass. This Mosin, although it is a specialist tool for longer range engagements, I'm still keeping because I couldn't have asked for a more iconic and reliable firearm. As far as non-firearm accessories and accoutrement go, I brought back two VZ58 20-round magazines at 7.62x39 rounds. I brought back two 50-round boxes of 7.62x39. I did go through a good chunk of this, of course. That means I have about 20% and 40% left in these respectively. I will consolidate these later and get us down to one. I have one box of 7.62x54, 20 rounds. And I have one box of 9x19 Parabellum, about 50 cartridges to start, but of course we did use some down to about 60%. I did of course also bring back the SR3M suppressor. This is a large format suppressor, intended for rifle usage of course, and it is a stonkin' big piece of hardware, but I will never turn down yet another suppressor. Lastly, we returned with about 22 tokens, which is obviously very nice to have going into our next match. It's very likely I'll make an interesting acquisition, potentially before the start of the next round. I'll think on it a little bit. There are a couple things I've wanted to get that never drop in-game, so we'll have to see. All in all, a fantastic haul for a single run. Let's give you your pan and zoom and your funky little music, and then we'll get you out of here. Okay, y'all, that's all I got in me. Thank you so much for sticking it out. I really hope you enjoyed this run because I know I did. Stay tuned next run for the halfway point, at which point I will be taking on a unique little challenge and a bit entertaining. If this is your first time watching a Grand Tour video and you want more, you can see the rest in the playlist in my YouTube channel. If you want to see further episodes, my recommendation is to hit the subscribe button down below. Make sure you have notifications on. Even if you don't, I still appreciate you watching. Any comments, questions, concerns you have, hit me up in the comments section or on Blue Sky via devilrayray.com. I am also on Twitch, streaming at twitch.tv/devilrayray. While I don't stream VR, I do play plenty of interesting games, especially horror, and I love to chat with people who come by. So I hope to see you there. Regardless, I hope you have a wonderful day, stay strong, happy Pride, adios.